Hey there, this is Michael Pyne. In this video, I want to talk to you about accessing the power of your heart, using that for business and life, and opening up more love and potential in every area of your life. All right, so the heart, we think of it as just this thing for love, for connection, for pumping blood, but science and ancient wisdom are showing so much more. The heart is actually generating a huge electromagnetic field around us. The HeartMath Institute in Northern California has shown that this energy field, this electromagnetic field from the heart, is actually perhaps up to 100 times greater than the field produced by the brain. And it's extending out in 3 to 4 feet in every direction around us, interacting with the environment around us, even other people's hearts in their fields. They found that this field is actually sort of pulling in, I like to call it raw data about what's happening, what's around, and the reality around. And it's generating sort of this torrid field of consciousness, of expression, of energy around us. And it's also receiving in information about the realities. It's sort of a scanner, right, or radar of what's happening out around us and pulling that information in to our system. So the heart, from my understanding and my experience, is actually able to receive as well as broadcast more information, more power, more energy, more emotion, more context than the brain and the physical, 5 senses. And while these are still very important, it's also important to synergize them, in my experience, with the heart, become more of a whole system, whole integration. Most of the time, particularly in things like business and certain areas of life, we're generally more just mental-based, head-based, logistical. What we're doing here is bringing in more of the power of the heart to be more engaged with the whole field of the mind and the body and life itself. Through this, we can begin to understand more deeply and make better decisions about what's really, truly going on here. We tap more deeply into feeling. If you're a fan of Star Wars, it's like tuning into the Force, right? There is an energetic, electromagnetic force that is moving through everything. And we can begin to tap into that through the heart, through the body. We can begin to sense more of what's happening and then make more precise flow decisions, direction, have more vitality, more energy flowing through us. So I want to share some tips on how you can start to integrate that and how you can bring that into all areas of your life. Now, generally, when we're facing challenges or we're trying to figure something out or make a decision, generally we're operating from the mind, and our mind's sort of looking back on previous experiences, previous knowledge, and then sort of making a deduction from that, where it's sort of a calculating, computer-esque sort of model, logistical, right? And there's emotions tied in there, definitely, right? This thing caused me pain in the past, or this thing caused me excitement in the past. So I'm either going to do this or not do this, kind of based off the experience, based off the memories, based off the past emotions. Now the heart, while it's aware of that from my experience, it's more in the present of scanning and receiving, as I said, raw data of what's happening right now, and not tied into a more limited framework of the past. See, when we're operating from the mind, it's easier to just sort of propagate similar experiences over and over again, or make just minor adjustments. The heart allows us to make bigger adjustments, to expand beyond maybe a previous limited framework based off mental experiences. So the more we can flow into the heart, more aware we are of the heart, more attuned we are with the heart, the more, I'll say, things can shift in our world, the more we can change, and the more we can evolve, the more we can open up new possibilities, and the more deeply we can really engage with those who are around us. It's so crucial, I believe, at this time where we've been operating for more mental things, and it's gotten us into a lot of tricky places, both individually and collectively, for us to engage more from the heart in every aspect of life, from work to personal, from friendships to community. How can we move more deeply into the heart and bring that into our life? So if you haven't watched, I have another video about grounding. This is a very important first step to get yourself grounded. This allows you to actually start to access the heart more deeply. Once the system is calmed down, the energy's calmed down, we can then open up and access the heart. So I encourage you to check that out first if you haven't already. Once you learn some of those grounding techniques and the system starts to calm down, then you can combine it with things we're talking about here in this video. So once you're grounded, then it's starting to bring your focus and your attention down to the heart, right? Usually we're sort of our command center, if you will, it's called, is in the brain here. And what we want to start to do is bring that down into the heart. The easiest way to start doing this is to actually just feel your heart, feel the pulse of your heart. And you might want to put your hand there. That often helps. And just take some slow, deep breaths, tuning in, feeling the heart. And sorry if I moved the mic there, but tuning into your heart, putting your hand there, feeling that, accessing the heart. And you can close your eyes if you need to. And as you feel the heart, see if you can imagine it or feel it pulsing blood throughout your body. Feel it expanding that blood, that circulation through your body. And then imagine it expanding out, right, and creating that electrical field, that electrical pulse around you. And you might be able to feel it, or just hold the intention or the vision of that there. This field extending out several feet around your body, centered from your heart. And as I said, this field is connecting with everything around you. So normally when we perceive things, we're using our senses. We maybe look at something, we're listening. Here, I want you to see if you can feel it through the heart. The heart is sort of the scanner or the scope. And so start attuning to things or scanning things in your immediate environment. Maybe another person, maybe a plant, pet, a computer, whatever is in your room. Connect to it with the intention through your heart, connecting with that particular item or person or plant or whatever. And you're just noticing, just observing through the heart. How does it feel to you? What's it sense? What kind of sense do you get from it? And this could be anything. Now move your attention to something else in the room and sense it through the heart. Imagine, even if you need to, like the heart's sending out sort of a little scanner or a laser, some way it's connecting and focused on that particular item, object, or person, or thing. Now let go of that. Let go of your focus on that. Again, just come back to this whole field around you, scanning around you. Now you can focus this onto something particular in your life. Somewhere you need some assistance, some guidance, some clarity. Allow your heart to attune or dial in almost like a radio to that situation, to that environment, to whatever's going on. As you continue to breathe deeply. And just allow the heart to reveal to you what it might reveal. And as you're ready, let that go and come back to your heart and your body, feeling that. And gently coming back, focusing on the video again with me. Now that's a taste of starting to feel your heart and feel through your heart. To me, the heart is the greatest point of life force, of energy, of awareness in our bodies. It's found in a lot of the ancient traditions understood this. The heart was the center of the life force, center of our being. Many ancient cultures, it was known to be more important than the brain. So I encourage you to keep practicing this. And I encourage you to practice this on your own and then start to bring it out into experiences with other people where you can be attuned to, perhaps conversating with somebody, listening to somebody, instead of just listening with your head, also listening, attuning to them with your heart. then you'll find that the communications, the creations, the understandings can go so much more beautifully and powerfully because you're adding in this potent level of the heart here. All right, so please comment below. Let me know your experience in this little intro, and let me know your experiences out in the world with it. Now, if you want to go deeper, reach out to me. I'm going to be offering more meditations around this, and also I can work with you one-on-one to help you really access and open the heart. Sometimes there may be some blockages there, some challenges there. We've all had our heartbreaks in different ways, right? So it's kind of limited us, our connection to the heart. So sometimes I found people need some additional support from me to get them really attuned, accessing, and then moving from that place. So feel free to reach out, comment below. Thank you so much for your time, for your attention, for your heart. Blessings to you and blessings on your heart.